Sob manuke good morning laga salam janai ase ami Rinki Gogoi aro good morning Nagaland te swagat kori ase. In these grim times, ajikali man bia same choli thakya damte COVID-19 laga pandemic khan choli thakya samede aro Ukraine war khan choli thakya samede, we should consider ourselves blessed that we are here again and then we are getting to see another day to work towards our goals and be instruments of peace. We should become instruments of peace and let the blessings of God fall on us more. So let's start our day, let's start our Good Morning episode with a Bible verse.
Worry weighs a person down, an encouraging word cheers a person up. Proverbs 12:25.
There was a wonderful Bible passage, aro itu Bible passage to mohan ke kwase mohan worry na kuri kena, aro isor laga blessings kan lui kena encourage kuri kena, cheer up kuri kena, manu khan ke bi mohan ke sai kena encourage hobole dipo lage koi kena jana ase. Let's see the positive thought for the day.
The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. Chinese proverb.
Itu positive thought to hosa prabi manu ke bhavna kori kena positively bhavna kori kena age jawole laga ase because mukhan ajikali zamanate bishi dikhi ase manu khan jun khan inika nijor naparibo koi kena bhavna kori thake ekla inikan bhavna hi na kori kena alag manu khan ke satni khan ke bi naparibo koi kena nijor la bhavna tu alag manu ke bi invest kori di kena ta khan ke bi naparibo le laga bhavna mon de dali die to inika manu khan laga kotha na khuni kena mohan nijor hi paribo koi kena age jabole lage koi kena etu Chinese proverb pra mukhan ke positively bhabibole koi di ase. And let's move on and see the top headlines for the day. With the 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly resuming on Monday, members exhibit spirit of opposition-less government and endorse governor's address during debate on motion of thanks to governor's address which was delivered on March 19. NPF President Shurozile Legitse clarifies that party's proposed candidate for Rajya Sabha polls could not file nominations as it failed to fulfill criteria as per Part 10 Miscellaneous Section 152 of Representation of People's Act 1951. Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association announces that it would go for 3-day mass casual leave from April 18 to 20 as the state government has not taken any decisions on superannuation age of doctors in the state. Pushkar Singh Dhami set to be Chief Minister of Uttarakhand for the second term despite losing elections in Khatima. BJP makes announcement on Monday. Ukrainian MP Dmytro Gurin accuses Russia of trying to starve besieged port city of Mariupol into surrendering. Around 300,000 people believed to be trapped with supplies running out and aid blocked from entering. Itia top headlines kotom hoa pichiri mukhan itia print preview section te punchishi aro mukhan itia Nagaland laga famous dailies kan Morang Express aro Eastern Mirror laga nichere ki news ase itu sailabo, but first let me go through the headlines for the papers. Aji mohan mahala first paper to Eastern Mirror ase aro Eastern Mirror laga nichere ki headlines ase itu first sailabo. The first headlines from Eastern Mirror is Foothill Road in progress, Pochuri's demand genuine, says Chief Minister. 2 bills introduced on floor of the House. Phangnon Konyak set to become Rajya Sabha MP. Biren Singh sworn in Manipur's CM. State reports 5 new COVID cases. NPF president clarifies on arrest polls, apologizes. No Naga solution without flag constitution. Tuku. Smart electricity measures mandatory in Nagaland. NIDA to go on mass leave. The first headline says Foothill Road in progress. Portuguese demands genuine, says Chief Minister of Nagaland Manipur Rio. And under this top headline, there is a sub-headline that says that 2 bills introduced on the floor of the House. Let us first go through the news and then we will discuss it together. The Nagaland Chief Minister on Monday said that the Foothill Road, which had taken back seat due to fund constraints and border issues, is now progressing, and the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited has been roped in it for operation. He said this is his concluding remark on the motion of thanks to the Governor's address on day 2 of the 11th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. And then there is also new district demand. In regard to creation of new districts, the state government had constituted a committee headed by the Commissioner of Nagaland, and based on their recommendations for new districts, Chumukirima, Newland, Semenyu and Shamator were created, it was informed. Boundary disputes. On interstate boundary disputes, the Chief Minister informed that there were positive developments with Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur, and that the states were coming to a good understanding. Besides that, Nagaland and Assam had also discussed on oil and natural gas exploration. The issue of petroleum exploration and share of royalty were discussed with the Minister of Oil and Petroleum Gas last year. He informed while expressing hope that the matter takes off gradually. 2 bills introduced on the floor of the House. 2 bills, the Nagaland Groundwater Regulation and Control of Development and Management Bill 2020 and Nagaland Village and Tribal Council's 5th Amendment Bill 2022 were introduced on the floor of the Naga Legislative Assembly on the 2nd day of the 11th session. Nagaland Village and Tribal Council's Bill. Chief Minister Manipur Rio introduced the Nagaland Village and the Tribal Council's 5th Amendment Bill 2022, which seeks to amend the Nagaland Villages and the Tribal Councils Act 1978 and to extend to the whole of Nagaland. There is also some news regarding the ULB elections, where it says on the urban local bodies elections with 33% reservation for women, Rio informed that the intensive electoral roll update will be initiated before the polls. While informing that the government has identified 29 towns, he suggested that smaller towns can come under the rural local bodies and avail VDB funds like in Manipur state. More fund for Duda. The CM said that the budget for the Department of Underdeveloped Areas had been reduced for some time due to financial crunch, but the government would allot more funds this year and try to construct some hostels for students from NPO area. Teachers on contract basis. Regarding higher education teachers who are on contract basis, he stated the matters of great concern, adding that without qualified teachers, students cannot get quality education. Government was mulling regularization of their services, but the NSF and activists took the matter to the court, which banned such move. He informed while saying that the government would try to address the issue. He went on to say that the discussion of Governor's address was very cordial. He added that all the suggestions and comments have been taken note of. Mukan janiye that Nagaland Legislative Assembly 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly chuli ase aro itu do Juasa last week Saturday pra suru hoise aro Joa Kali Monday to itu second day takise Nagaland 13 Nagaland Legislative Assembly laga second day takise aro itu Julija Samete Chief Minister Manipur Rio pra Juas first day kinika Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi pra talaga address note de the key points kan digena takise itu la oporte phal pra Chief Minister Manipur Rio pra ekta point de note korigena ekta point la oporte কিনিকা চলাই যাব লাগে এটু লাগা ওপৰতে বাতচিত কৰি দিছে আৰু ইয়াতে তাই ভাল ব্ৰিফলি পুৰা ভাল এটো নিউজতে জনাই আছে that এটো ফুটহিল ৰোড ফাৰ্ষ্ট এটো ফুটহিল ৰোড to পচুৰিস ডিমান্ড পচুৰি ট্ৰাইব খান লাগা ডিমান্ড মখান যোৱা কালি চাইছে কিনিকা একটা ৰোড to parent district এ ইতিয়া বি পুলা টাইম পৰা স্যাংশন কৰি কেনা থাকে তো হলে ইতিয়া তাক বি ভাল ফাংশনালাইজ কৰে নাই কাম to খতম হোৱা নাই কৈ কেনা জানিছে এটো নিচিনা পচুৰি মানুহ খান লাগা বি পচুৰি জাতি খান লাগা এটো ফুটহিল ৰোড to বানাবি কোৱা লাগা মাং লাগা ওপৰতে চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰ নিপুৰিও পৰা কৈছে এটো তো একটা জেনুইন ডিমান্ড আছে আৰু এটো পৰা ষ্টেট গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট পৰা জলদি হি এটো কাম to চলাই যায় আছে আৰু জলদি এটো কাম to খতম কৰি দিব কৈ কেনা ইয়াতে জনাই আছে and also chief minister nipurio also talked about the urban local bodies elections la oporte bi koshe tai koshe that it 33% reservation for women it to ekta takan phal pra cholai jabo koshe and that it's deserving sub women can deserving hwa pra 33% reservation dikena ase koshe aru ito incentives can be phal pra sob manuke punchibole nimite ase koshe aru logote the people from the rural areas kan to ito osor villages kan laga jaga te jaigena ahikena bosti khan ta thakiala man kan rural jaga te ahikena aro vdbs kan funds kan lubole paribo koikena koise ar itu to ekta manipur pra ekta example loikena chola laga ase kushe and then he also talked about new district demand itu nutun districts kan bishi demand korea pra ta khan joa sal de aro this year inika january te charta nutun district in fact pasta nutun districts banaise new land simeniu chumukirima aro yes shamator districts kan itu han districts kan banai samede tai pura koise itu to manukha laga janta khan la kohim Nagaland la pradesh laga janta khan laga phal pura ekta demands kan ta khan laga problems kan itu khan laga samadhan aro door steps te jaina manukhan government laga schemes kan doorsteps te chaikena dibole puncha bole paribo nimite to new districts kan bona laga ase koikena ko ase aro also he mentioned about a committee bi ekta banaina koi ase kushe in order to oversee the problems in these new districts ito committee bi ekta banai kena ase koi ase and then here he also have mentioned about the border boundary disputes ito regarding mukhanjani se Nagaland to alag states kan logote boundary hold kori kena ase and then Manipur Arunachal Pradesh aro Assam logote to itupra Manipur aro Arunachal Pradesh laga opore border disputes kan opore tai laga ministers kan logote itu batchit kurishi ar samadhan bi olai kena ase koise and logote eto Assam laga ministers chief minister logote bi bat kori kena ase batchit kori kena ase over regarding the disputes in Mokokchung and Assam laga ekta area laga border disputes la opor bi batchit kori kena ase koi kena janai ase and also he also talked about the fund for doda department of underdeveloped areas koi kena itu la opor bi fund kan dikena ase kushe aro itu do NPO area students khan ke bi hostels khan banabole karne bi funds khan dikena ase koina janaise also he talked about the teachers itu teachers kan bishi teachers kan na thakela opore government schools kan te teachers kan na thakela opore bishi chamela chulikena ahi ase aro alag federations kan NSF kan aro alag student bodies kan bi bishi awas uthaise itu pra the CM pra itu bi janaise that itu contract basis te teachers kan ke dikena ase kushe hole bi NSF right to teachers la mamla contract basis la mamla do court te lo ja pra problem olop olaise chamela olop olaise idu pra slowly he teachers kan ke inika contract basis pra dikena aro joldi samadhan anibo koikena janaise and logote ekta important news page janai kena ase that duita notun bill introduce korikena ase ito floor of the house ito Nagaland 13 Nagaland Legislative Assembly te duita notun bill dikena ase and those two bills were Nagaland groundwater regulation and control of development and management bill 2020 ekta dikena ase aro ekta to ase Nagaland village and tribal councils feet amendment bill 2022 dikena ase idu duta bill to ekta to she groundwater control and regulation chani ase mukhan pradesh te bi groundwater khan laga aro pani khan laga problems bishi hoite ke idu bra edu pani la sabole la opor ekta bill dikena ase also to take the matter of the villages and the tribal people in general ekta Nagaland village and tribal councils bill 2022 be introduced korikena house day Nagaland 13 Nagaland legislative day introduce korikena ase koikena yaren news kan janaishe So those were the highlights of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, and then we can see how the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Rio, has taken a positive note of all the key points, suggestions made by the Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhitai pra Mukhalaga Governor pra kinika itu positive points key points kan diala upore Chief Minister Rio pra ekta positive aro phal note loa pra Taneba Chanayase, and then I hope this would be bring development and itu manu janata khanke bishi hohai korbo kugina bhabna kori ase. Let's move on and see the news. Phangnon Konyak set to become Rajya Sabha MP. BJP candidate as Phangnon Konyak is all set to become the first woman Rajya Sabha member from Nagaland, as no other political parties had fielded nominees for the lone seat when the deadline for filing of nomination papers ended on Monday. The Naga People's Front Legislature Party on Monday paved the way for Konyaks by deciding not to contest in the upcoming election. The NDPP had earlier made it clear that it would support the BJP candidate, considering its alliance with the party. NPF president clarifies on RS polls and apologizes. The president of Naga People's Front, Dr. Shirozile Lejitse, on Monday clarified that parties stand regarding the biennial election to the Rajya Sabha. In a press release, Lejitse said that the NPF had invited applications from its leaders, considering the need to send a person with good knowledge of Nagaland political history, to which its working president Tenucho Tinye came forward to contest the election. While lauding Tinye for his determination, the NPF president stated 10 MLAs were needed to nominate a candidate, which the party failed to do on Monday, the last date for filing nomination papers. Mukhanjani said that ido Rajya Sabha laga seat, ekta lone seat for Nagaland in the Rajya Sabha, itu laga upore bishi chamela churi thakise, because the NDPP and the BJP alliance takhandu ekta pre-poll juakali itu Imna Along Temjin Imna Along, the BJP president pratai prajanaise that the NDPP aro BJP to ekta pre-poll alliance thakise, aro itu UDA government from nahwa agite prahi takhan ekta pre-poll alliance thakise, to alliance form kora samede takhan ekta pre-poll commitment dishari to commitment la hisab te takhan BJP laga ekjon member ke hi legislator ekta ke hi etu Rajya Sabha laga seat to dibo koikena etu pre-poll commitment thakise kokena janaise. To etu pra aro NPF party pra bi NPF laga president Dr. Shirozile Lejitse pra bi takhan laga ekjon MPF laga candidate ekta naam ekta file koribole ase koikena Tunichu Tinye ke NPF laga party la member Tunichu Tinye ke dishe holebi to NPF laga party laga candidate to file koribo pare nai. Monday last date thakise aro itu to 10 MLAs lage 10 MLAs laga vote lage to file the nomination holebi to napunchi apra takhan NPF laga candidate to field koribo pare nai koikena janaise. To inika hoikena last day to samadhan anikina Phangnon Konyak ke hi they have decided finally to field Phangnon Konyak as the candidate for Rajya Sabha koikena MP koikena janaise. Aro logote, since she was the only candidate whose nominations have been filed, itupra Phangnon Konyak is going to become the Rajya Sabha MP from Nagaland, and she's going to be the first Rajya Sabha MP from Nagaland koikena yate janaise. And then we would like to congratulate Phangnon Konyak for achieving this feat, and in fact juakali Imna Along pratalaga kota kante itubi janaise that the BJP and under Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Chief Minister takhan sob women empowerment la oporte hi bishi bishwas kore aru itia zamanade women empowerment to bishi zaruri ase koikena etu out of the 9 candidates jun khan laga naam dishe to the central leadership of BJP etu laga majote Phangnon Konyak ki select korise koikena janaise. To etu ekta bishi dangor achievement ase from the part of the government of Nagaland aro pura Nagaland te hi ekta bhal achievement ase, and it's a good example for the other states of whole India as well. Armokan, we congratulate Ms. Phangnon Konyak for this achievement, and we hope that she will deliver her best aro talaga nomination la opore tai pura justice dibo tai with her deeds and with her works tai pura telaga nomination to justify kuribo kuina asha kori ase. Let's move on and see the next news. Biren Singh sworn in Manipur's chief minister. After days of speculations, Biren Singh, who had led the BJP to a majority, was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Manipur for the second term at Raj Bhavan in Impal on Monday. Governor La Ganesh administered the oath of office and secrecy to Biren Singh at around 2:20 p.m. Along with Biren Singh, 5 other MLAs, 4 from BJP and 1 Naga People's Front were also sworn in as the members of the Council of Ministers on the day. BJP President JP Nadda, Assam CM Hemanta Biswa Sarma, Tripura CM Biplab Kumar Dev, Nagaland Deputy CM Y Patton and several others attended the swearing-in ceremony. Yet Janaya said that BJP laga candidate for chief ministerial seat itu Biren Singh and Biren Singh to Manipur laga chief minister chunishe aru ekbar second term karone Manipur laga chief minister chunishe BJP laga candidate N Biren Singh ke aru N Biren Singh to joa kali taike swearing in ceremony ekta loikina taipra oath loise as the chief minister of Manipur again aru itu logote alak MLAs kan 4 jon MLAs 5 other MLAs including 1 from BJP, 4 from BJP and 1 from Naga People's Front. Naga People's Front inika takhan sob milai kena itu Council of Ministers ke swear in korishe and the Council of Ministers in Manipur. Aro itu swearing in ceremony te kun takishe kulado BJP National President JP Nadda takishe aro Chief Minister of Assam Hemanta Biswa Sarma bi takishe aro logote Chief Minister of Tripura Biplab Kumar Dev takishe aro from Nagaland Deputy CM Y Patton B itu swearing in ceremony te hazir takishe present takishe in Manipur goikina janaishe aro itu Governor La Ganesh administered the oath of the office La Ganesh Bra Governor La Ganesh Bra itu oath taking ceremony to administer kurishe goikina janaishe. We congratulate the Chief Minister, the new Chief Minister of Manipur and Biren Singh and hope that he will do the best required for the state of Manipur and its people. Let's move on and see the next news. State reports 5 new COVID cases. Nagaland recorded a single-day rise of COVID-19 positive case on Monday, taking the total tally to 35,466 and active case log to 37. Yet Jana said that Nagaland nutun data health bulletin laga data laga isapte pura 5 ta nutun COVID-19 laga bemari pra hoa laga case yada report kurishe aru itu logote Monday tin ita 5 nutun COVID-19 laga cases report kuria logo total tally to 35,466 te udishe aru ita active case load to 37 te ase koikena janai ase. So we can see the rise in the COVID cases in Nagaland. So with this, I hope and expect that people of Nagaland, to Nagaland laga janata khan, pura COVID laga niyom khan chulai jabo lage nohile aro chances ase that COVID-19 cases aru bi barhabole chances ase to pura niyom khan phalbra chulai jabo lage koikena janai ase. Let's see the other news here saying that smart electricity meters mandatory in Nagaland, an idea to go on a mass leave. The Power Department has notified that the installation of smart electricity prepayment meters will be mandatory in Nagaland for all categories of consumers and it will be done in time-bound and phased manners with immediate effect. The notice stated that those areas and or consumers where postpaid meters are operational at present shall not be brought under the ambit of communitization of electricity till further orders. NIDA, the Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association, has decided to go on a 3-day mass casualty leave from April 18 to 20 as its first phase of agitation over the failure of its state government to solve the superannuation issue. The association stated that it had earlier kept its decision to take up a smaller agitation from March 7 to 9 in abeyance after an appeal from the health minister. However, it has been learned that the matter wasn't taken up at the cabinet meeting on March 16. Yate janai ase that smart electricity meters can already ahi jese to itu mandatory koribo lage koikena janai ase state government pra aru logote yate bi janai that Nagaland in service doctors can ekta strike jabole ase agitation its first phase of agitation April 18 pra loikena 20 tak itu jabole ase koikena janai ase kile kule do the government pra takhala superannuation laga oporte age superannuation la oporte na saidia pra janai ase. And then with this we would like to wind up our today's print preview section. That was all for the print preview section. Now we will move on and see the next segment of the day, that is Fact of the Day.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the country's largest ever self-imposed curfew in an effort to fight the spread of COVID-19 on March 22, 2020.
That was all for the learning part. Now we'll move on and enjoy a beautiful melody.
She said her heart has been broken. Boy said my mind's been racing. Hurt and my soul has been broken. I don't wanna end up like I'm saved. Baby, why is life so uncertain? I can't find the reason you're dancing. I don't wanna act like I know you now. All you wanna do is play me now. Gotta look for an answer now. I don't wanna act like I know you now. All you wanna do is play me now. Gotta look for an answer now. Oh baby, tell me she's been looking for a sign, but I just want to dance through the night, dance through the night. She's been looking for a sign, but I just want to dance through the night, loving inside. I'll always be dancing in the palm of your hands. I'll be dancing, dancing. I'll always be dancing, running around in my mind. Let me go, baby. Can you show me the answer to your heart? I've always been left out. I don't wanna act like I know you now. All you wanna do is play me now. Gotta look for an answer now. I don't wanna act like I know you now. All you wanna do is play me now. Gotta look for an answer now. Oh baby, tell me she's been looking for a sign, but I just want to dance through the night, dance through the night. She's been looking for a sign, but I just want to dance through the night, loving inside. She's been looking for a sign, but I just want to dance through the night, loving inside.
Viewers, do you believe in magic? Because if you don't, you should know that music is magic because it can pull just the right string and make you feel happy. And then if you're sad, it can also uplift your mood. I hope today's music just pulled that right perfect string and then it has uplifted your mood already. Viewers, this is all for today. But before leaving, we will see today's weather updates and have a blessed day.